What it do? Welcome back to another episode of Girl, Let Me Tell You. And I'm your girl, Miss G. Matt Loaded. To my left, who we got?
Miss Lex.
Miss Lex with the eyes closed in the dimple.
You know my eyes always closed.
Who you got to your left?
Your girl, Lean, filling in for Miss Intelli.
All right, Lean is in the building. We love you long time. We always appreciate you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
No worries at all. So, y'all already know we're going to jump right into our open discussion. You know, something that's light and fun. And we're just going to jump right into it. So, we're here to talk about today. Y'all remember when we went to prom? Back in the day. Even though that was...
Yesterday,
aka 17 years ago. You know, give or take a year.
I was about to give the year. Never mind.
Oh, no,
I'm not trying to show my age.
Oh, my bad.
Exactly. Because I don't know what she's talking about. I'm young.
Oh, okay. Well, moving on. So, 17 years ago for myself, you know, we went to prom. And the reason we even talk about this is because yesterday I went to the park to take pictures of my kids, their Easter pictures, and then my daughter turned 1. So we took her 1-year-old shots. And while we were out there, actually, Lean and I, we were out there in the blazing heat. And
That's
there was...
a story for another day.
She always say, I take her on stuff that requires the heat. And I'm like, no, I don't. And I be...
She always with her shenanigans. I had to tell her that the other day. You always had somebody next to you on your shenanigans.
Tell me that hers is not heat. Where was her daughter's party?
Outside in the backyard.
What was the weather?
Hot.
When we go to Garibaldi's, where do we sit?
Outside.
In the heat.
Yeah, it be hot outside.
No, see, in my defense, I'd be like, when we go to the restaurant, I'd be like, well, y'all want to sit? Everybody be like, it don't matter, I'm good. So when they ask me, I'd be like, outside. Right?
Yeah, you do outside.
I do, because I'd be like, where y'all want to sit? Or we'd be like, first available. And 8 times out of 10, it's always outside.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
So,
okay.
I don't be with the full shenanigans. I be with the shenanigans.
Stop leaving the choice.
The shenanigans?
I be with the shenanigans, not the full shenanigans.
You know
the shenanigans.
And what you talking about? I ain't have you in no shenanigans recently.
All right, well, we should be we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah.
Hashtag Eddie.
Right?
All right.
As hell.
Wow.
Well, we went to the park yesterday. We went out to Crane's Roof out there in Altamont.
I love Crane's Roof.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So we took pictures out there, and then there was like 1 million girls out there, beautiful girls out there taking their prom pictures.
Yeah.
But what about the guys with their dates? Oh, it was about
there was a lot. Some of them, but it was mainly girls.
It was mainly girls. I know a lot of girls, but I like to see the couples.
Oh yeah,
it's so
definitely.
cute.
But you know what I thought about when we went out there? It was like 3:30, 4 o'clock, and it was out there. So I know prom don't start till 8. So and it was hot.
Oh,
yeah.
So I was like, are y'all going home to like
freshen up? I hope so because
like
I know they tend to do it a little bit earlier so they can get it out the way. Some people, they do that and they go out to eat
True.
and then go to the prom.
Because I'm thinking, like I said, I even was like, what if they got dressed, got their full makeup, their stuff, and then they were taking their pictures at 3 o'clock, and then they go home. The mama Febreze they dress, they take a cold shower from the neck down, not mess up the makeup because it's hot. I mean, we were sweating yesterday.
Yeah,
it was hot, and I know with us having jeans and a shirt, and we were sweating.
And you imagine that with those dresses, yeah.
But they looked good.
They looked good. They were gorgeous. I seen this one girl with this like hot pink dress.
She looks good,
and I was like, she looked like a Barbie. She was beautiful, and it matched her skin tone great. Beautiful.
That's amazing.
So, did y'all go to prom solo? Did y'all go with friends? Did y'all go with a date?
I went with my boyfriend at the time.
Okay. Did you have a good time?
Loved it.
Did you go to... Okay, was he in high school with you? Was he older, younger?
Same grade, high school.
Did you guys went to the same high school? Okay, so the reason I asked, because sometimes you go to...
Different schools.
Yeah.
And go to prom together. Did you just go your senior year or...
So, yes. And then, of course, there was the 9th grade social. That's different. But for prom, it was just my senior year. That was a milestone for me.
Social?
You ain't had homecoming? We had 8th grade social.
Yeah, we didn't have 9th grade.
Wait a second.
You talking about homecoming?
It was 8th. Don't talk about me. It was 8th grade. 8th grade social. 9th grade homecoming.
Okay, because I know we ain't had no social in high school.
Well, then I'm definitely showing my age. I really had to think about it. Wait, whoa. Aren't you older than me?
But we all went to our social.
Oh, we all went to. You're ancient ass. You still writing hieroglyphics. Don't talk about me.
You know what? I'm done with y'all. But 8th grade socials is like a mini version of the prom anyways.
Touche.
I did that.
I remember my 8th grade social. that's when actually I wore a red dress because Hip Hopper with Beyonce was hot at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? You remember
Carmen, a Hip Hopper?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a red dress. She had the flower hair. She had the curly hair. You couldn't tell me. I wasn't going for that look.
Beyonce.
I was going for that look. I was probably telling because I was a little darker.
Okay.
But that's what I was going for. But did you go to?
I went to prom.
Who you went with?
Friends.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't dating nobody at the time.
Did you go with me?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. I was about to say, I don't know going with
we
you.
didn't go to prom. No,
I had a date.
You had a date, yeah.
You were on my no. I
went with some other friends.
Ooh.
A couple of us. Damn, doesn't matter.
Wow.
No, I didn't know if you were like with some band people or anything.
No.
Well, first of all,
no, because now you're about to make it personal. So no.
I know.
You seen where it was. You seen where that was going. So no.
Because I had a date.
Right.
No, I had a date. I was just trying to see who she went with.
She said, but it doesn't matter. When we're friends,
that's all I had.
We don't have all the same friends.
I know, but I'm just trying to see where you were going.
Anyways, I went my senior year with friends. I went junior year also. I think junior year, you had a date too, but we was kind of all together.
Yeah.
And I only went because I was on a prom committee. So my junior year, I was on a committee for prom for the seniors, so we was able to get to attend also.
I really think because they ain't have enough seniors to fill up that whole space.
They let some of the juniors get in there. No, but it turned out good. It felt like seniors.
Really good. I went. Actually, y'all, I went to prom 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade year.
Wow.
Because when I was in 10th grade, I was dating a senior, so I just went for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went 11th grade because we was on a committee.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to our senior prom. But I went to my senior prom, and then I went to the guy I was dating at the time. I went to his senior prom too. I know my mom was mad.
So she had like 4 proms.
Yeah, my mom was like, I'm not buying 4 different dresses. I'm like, in my mind, I ain't say this out loud, but I was like, yes, you are. Yes, you are. And reason being is because, you know how as parents, you'd be like, we're not doing X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
You want your kid to look real good.
But you're still going to do it.
You're still going to do it.
Definitely.
And at the time, Dillard's was the place to go.
Of course.
Man.
Yeah.
And my dress was like, I remember my dress was like $300 for my junior year. And she was like, oh, you know you wearing that. Come, your senior prom. I'm like, all right, sure. Sure. And I did not wear it my senior prom. So,
different dress. Yeah, it's different.
And I still got all my dresses.
I got my, I think I got my...
I don't have my dress anymore.
I don't know. And mine was from Camille's. Y'all remember Camille?
Not Camille.
Mine was from Camille's. Mine was from there too.
And it's so funny because somebody else has somewhat the same dress on me, but it was different. Our straps is kind of different, and the sequins a little different, but it was similar. But Camille's was the spot. It's still
and
around.
Sent you like a booklet in the mail.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's still around, but it's just crazy how we got our dresses from stores, which they still do sell them in store, but a lot of these girls are getting it made, customized.
Yeah. This is my thing.
And some of them, like, I'm not knocking it, but some of them look like they about to get married.
Tell me about it.
I'm sitting here like, if you getting custom made dresses for prom, I can imagine what your wedding dress gonna be like in the next.
You're gonna have to top that.
You're gonna have to, because a lot of these girls are looking like they're going up to their wedding.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody wants to look beautiful.
Of course.
But one thing I don't care for, the see-through look.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I agree with that.
I feel like it's too much. 'Cause I know when we were in school, though they didn't really implement it, but for prom they had a dress code.
Yes.
So your dress couldn't be a certain lane. I mean, it couldn't be too short. It couldn't be revealing at all. Like there was no mesh in between the torso area.
No.
So when I see some of these girls, a lot of these girls really, that everything is just bedazzled and mesh. I'm like, what's happening?
And that's fun, but it's in the trains also. In these dresses. Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
and then in some of the pictures, you got their date
standing on the dress. Because first of all, I don't need you standing on nothing, because you're gonna mess this pretty, and then you're gonna see a footprint on it. No,
but did you see like even the cars that these kids?
Oh man, when I tell you they living better than me with these little rentals.
These rentals, you're talking like Bentleys, Maserati, like they're renting.
But you know what? I ain't gonna even knock them, because I already envision my baby prom. We going all
over the top.
We going all out, so I can't even knock them.
I'm not. I don't know.
You know,
because you remember for us it was limousines.
You know, by then, she's getting a nice little rental. She'll be driving, so your date better be driving anyways. License and
I know when I was in 10th grade, I went to the prom with the senior. Him and his friends all had drop top Mustangs.
Okay.
They had the color of whatever their suit was.
Okay.
So we wore blue.
That was dope.
So we had the blue, and I thought that was like the flyest thing ever.
Yeah.
And like I said, his friends who were like red, they had the red one or whatever. So I'm like, oh snap. And then 11th grade, it was a limousine, the limo. And then I don't remember what 12th grade was, to be quite honest. I don't know. I don't remember. But like I said, it wasn't no Bentley.
Yeah,
it wasn't no.
Either that or your mama dropped you off
around the corner.
Around the corner, like, I do not pull up to the front. I walk.
But like seeing them, you start to miss those times.
Yeah.
You start to wonder where his time gone.
Yeah,
so
it's very different.
What you have to look forward to now, like you said, is your daughter's prom and your son and daughter's prom. My son
in
as
25 years.
You know,
mine's around the corner.
Yeah, your daughter's 2 years
around the corner.
You'll live through them during that time because it's going to be so different.
What? I'm crying.
And there you have it.
Because her social, I cried. She's like, Mommy, don't cry. You just look so pretty. Oh my gosh.
You think she's gonna go? Is she the type to run for like homecoming court?
Yeah. No, I would say no, but around that time, as time goes by, she started really coming out her little shell. Maybe because I told her you should. Like for 9th grade, she didn't do the homecoming 9th grade year, and I was like, you should have went. Even try for the court. It's okay, but 10th grade, I'm like, if you want to go to homecoming, you definitely can. Prom, maybe not. I don't know, but definitely homecoming. And she's like, yeah, she want to go, so we'll see. She runs for the court. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, I'm all down for posters and bedazzles.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, ride around in the car with my sign on it. Yeah, tell your kids to vote for my baby.
and it's kind of like, win or lose, it's just the fact of being out there.
Yeah, it's just the experience of it. It's a fun experience. So.
What y'all did after prom?
Went and got some food.
I know that's right. I had to be
and I think we went to a party.
Remember, I think
I went straight home after prom.
You went straight home?
I went to get something to eat.
I did.
Yeah, we went and got something to eat. We went to a party.
I had to be home at a certain time. My mama was not with the shenanigans.
Let me tell you something. I think with my prom, my sister dropped me off. I was with my friends, left with them, get something to eat, went to a party we're not supposed to be at, got in a car accident.
What?
See what happened? You're supposed to go home.
And then I was like, okay, I got to get home. But they had a room. I had to find somebody to come pick me up from their room to take me. It was some other friends that they all went to prom. Everybody was there. And I'm like, bro, can you come get me, please? I got to get home.
Yeah,
I got to get home.
Had them parents that was not with me.
But I was going to my sister, thank God.
Well, because a lot of people tend to get wild prom night.
Yeah.
They're having fun. They're living it up. But you still got to be careful.
You have to be very, very careful.
It's funny when I was in 10th grade, I went to prom, right? I ain't gonna say I guess. My date at the time just assumed that we were gonna have sex, and I was a virgin. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. But I didn't know how to say no. And I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be an awkward situation. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. My period came on. Girl,
that was a blessing.
When I say, I don't know, maybe because I stressed so much and I had so much anxiety with it, literally, period came on. I was like...
It was a blessing in the
Yes, it was.
What?
It really was.
And I mean, he wasn't like an a-hole about it or anything like that. Took me back home, which was great. But I was like, oh my gosh. You know how you ever been so scared and then you if I ever get put in a situation, I would never do this again. Yep. So,
yeah.
Look at that. Memories.
Yeah.
Good memories.
The good old days.
That
school was fun.
Listen, so for the girls and the guys who are having prom this month, actually, you guys have a great time. Really enjoy these 4.5 hours, because that's all you're going to get. Really only 4 hours, but
really,
just leading up to it, getting your hair done.
Yeah.
Have fun. Take a lot of pictures. Enjoy it. Enjoy the process.
Be thankful for your parents.
Yeah.
Because a lot of parents, you guys don't see what parents do to let you guys have a great time. The money that is put into your hair, your makeup, your nails, your dress,
your tux, your shoes.
Don't let the homecoming, the prom queen have 2 dresses or something like that. I'm gonna change that.
Right.
Because I wouldn't put it past nobody.
Right.
The rental cars,
everything that goes along.
Everything that goes with it. I'll be appreciative.
You gotta be
appreciative, man.
You gotta be. I remember for my prom, I had just started working too. I was like, I'll pay for it. Mom was like, no. Okay. I'm gonna cover that. I was like, oh, thank you, Mommy. But I was willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
I work and help my mama out, but she shut that down in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Got it, Ma. I appreciate you.
Who am I to go against you?
Right, I'm not going to go against you. But if you need help, I can. But if you want to do it, it's okay. But I really did appreciate that, you know? Yeah.
So y'all enjoy it. We'll just be reminiscing because the good old days.
Yeah, well, like you said, we'll live through our kids.
Yeah.
Shoot, I got to wait for my daughter to get...
I might dress her too with her.
Yeah.
Why not?
Look, I got what?
Because I got to take pictures with her.
Sure
so I got to look decent in them pictures. So
16 years before my daughter goes to prom, and then what? 11 years before
for your son. But at least you will experience it
yeah.
already with your son.
And I hope when it's their turn, they want to go.
Yeah.
Because if they don't want to go, then I'm like, wait a minute. My oldest niece didn't go because she just didn't want to, and I'm trying to work on my second niece. And I'm like,
let me tell you something. I'm like, you have to go. You have no choice. You have to. You have to give me this moment.
Yeah.
Mom, baby, it doesn't matter. I need this moment. I need to show off my baby. So it's like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm hoping
I know.
want to.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I'm not really interested. What?
Right. I'm like, oh, you're going to make me cry. You're breaking my heart right now.
You on punishment right now.
What did I do?
You ain't going to prom.
Because I won't go to prom. I'm on punishment. Yes.
Wow.
Oh, man.
And going in there, wash them dishes too while you at it.
You know what? Just clean the whole house.
Clean the house.
Go clean the yard up.
Or paint the backyard.
Everything. Just I don't know. Just get out my
While
face.
you at it, go up there and mop the ocean. Because I'm upset.
Okay, now. Okay, now. Come on now.
And they're going to sweep the sand too?
Why not?
Jesus, Lord.
All right, y'all. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to wrap this up. We'll come back with our main topic. You guys stay tuned. We'll be right back. This segment of the podcast is brought to you by 517 Exclusive Events, where they specialize in being professional, punctual, and love throwing a great party. Get all of your event planning needs with 517 Exclusive Events and find them on Instagram and Facebook at 517 Exclusive Events.
In need of a haircut? For your lawn, that is. A little pruning, trimming here or there, edging, or even general maintenance? Contact Cosmetology Lawn and Maintenance today at 877-465-6367. Additional services available by request.
All right, welcome back.
Okie doke.
All right, so now we're going to jump into the main topic.
All right, let's see what you got.
All right, so our main topic comes from one of our listeners through our email. So shout out to Shanika.
All right.
Shout out to you for your question. All right, so the topic that she has is raising your own child when your childhood relationship with your parent wasn't what you expected.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
So, raising your kids, your childhood wasn't what you expected. And that doesn't necessarily have to be a good or bad thing. Like, not necessarily, I guess I can't speak for her, but I guess you can interpret it differently. Like, if your childhood was decent or good, but it does reflect on how you raise your kids to a certain degree. And if your childhood was bad, that reflects on how you can raise your kids as well, too.
But I guess, what would you say your expectations were?
Well, for me, like, growing up, I feel like my childhood was good. And I say good meaning I was in a 2-parent household. And just to reiterate, doesn't mean a 2-parent household doesn't mean everything's always good.
Right.
2-parent. But just speaking for me, I had a 2-parent household. I went to public school. I had everything that I needed, and I had most of what I wanted. So we didn't get everything right then and there, but my parents did their best to give us what we wanted, like on our birthdays or Christmas or something like that. The only downside, honestly, for me in my childhood was my dad was alcoholic, but he wasn't a mean drunk or nothing like that. He was actually fun. Like, my dad's always been the life of the party in general. But you mix that with alcohol, he got too life of the party. And then it just became an embarrassing thing because then he used to fall and stuff like that. But outside of that, but that played a big part of my childhood. But outside of that, my childhood was, for the most, it was good. I enjoyed it. Had no, issues, no anything of sort. How it affected me raising my kids, I always said I would never marry someone who was alcoholic. I mean, not saying that you go into a person.
No, yeah,
like, you
yeah.
know, check and see, like, are you alcoholic? You know, but you can see,
you can see that before you even get married. You know, you're in the dating process.
You see that in the dating process.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's one thing I would never do, and I haven't done that. So yay, because and the reason, and that affects again the way I raise my kids, because I don't want my kids to ever be embarrassed of one of their parents. Hopefully, we don't embarrass them in anything else,
right?
You know, but I don't want them to ever feel like, is my dad or my mom gonna make it to my performance? Because at one time when I was in like 6th grade, I was in band, and my dad, it was like a jazz festival, and my parents came. Well, my mama they were both there. My mom was inside, my dad was outside. My dad never made it inside. He was just that wasted. He just never made it inside. He was there, but not there. And I remember when the ceremony was over, you know, I was super excited. First of all, I had a solo, right? Me and my little trumpet. I had a solo, and then when it was over, you go to your parents. And you're super excited, like, did you hear me? Did I do good? And you know, she was like super proud and everything. But then I noticed she was kind of rushing us, like get your stuff. Come on, let's go. And I'm like, but you want to hang out with your friends, talk a little bit. Come to find out, she was like, your daddy's outside, and you know how he is right now. He's wasted. I don't want him to try to come in here,
right,
and embarrass you. So let's wrap this up real quick. And like I said, it would never be like because I guess with alcoholics, they feel like, I'm not drunk. Come here, I'm gonna tell you how proud I am of you. But no. Like I said, he was never mean or anything. He just overdo it.
Or just too much, yeah.
Overdo it. So, like I said, it affects my childhood. And since I said I would never marry nobody that's alcoholic, so check. My mom always instilled for us like hard work, school. Well, both my parents instilled like education is one thing no one can ever take from you. So I'm big on education with my kids. So that affects how I raise my children as far as if they can be the best at something in school, academic wise, why not? You know, I'm all for, if you're like my son's in kindergarten, I want him to be we have 1st grade books at home because I want you to be better.
Right.
So that part affects how I raise my kids. And my parents were lovey-dovey, so I'm a very lovey-dovey person. I'm always hugging and kissing, because a lot of kids don't get that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and it's funny because like my mother-in-law, she's not a lovey-dovey person, and my husband will tell you that. She's not like a whole kissy, like, I love you, I can tell you that, I can buy you stuff.
Right.
But that whole lovey-dovey. So when me and him started dating, and I used to go around, every time, I walk the door, I'm like, hug, and she's like, okay. And I'm like, all right, I'm leaving, hug, and she's like, what's this? Okay. And then he used to tell me, like, oh, my mama's not all, I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to have to change that, because, yep, I want to hug. And that's just how I grew up. I'll okay, love you guys, kisses here. And Vince, my husband, will always be like, I just saw you like 30 minutes ago. Like, I'll go to the store, give him a kiss, and I'll come back from the store, give him a kiss. He'll be like, you good? Yeah. So I'm very affectionate with my kids. And my son is very affectionate. My daughter, we're still working on that. She ain't lovey-dovey though.
No, I'm gonna tell you, it's the girl.
Is it really? Like, she's too young.
I'm gonna get on that.
Though she's too young.
I'm gonna get on that.
I'd be like,
yeah, I want to hear that.
It's not a bad way, but
I just know that means we got somebody that's trying to show up on our show.
All right, guys, false alarm.
Sorry, we thought somebody was coming to join us on the show, but it was just Amazon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, my daughter's only 1, and I feel like she's not lovey-dovey. She's not all huggy. We were trying to kiss her and hug her up, and she just kind of pushed back, and she kind of give you like this little look.
Like, she's only 1. You gotta give her time. You have to give her time. She's only 1.
I hope so, because I want like kisses every 2.89
oh my
seconds.
Who wants that?
I do.
Who wants that?
My son does it. And like, though my parents were lovey-dovey, my dad was way more than my mom. Like, my mom would give you a kiss and all that good stuff, but my dad is like hugs and all this extra stuff. So yeah, I'm that's me. But one of my sisters, don't hug her, don't try to kiss her. she's like nasty. And if you try to kiss her, she'll be like, "Oh, you're gonna give me mono." Like she's so anti-touch. Where I'm the exact opposite. So I don't know. That's another thing that affects the way I raise my kids. I want my kids to be loving.
Yeah, of course, of course.
I want them to be, affectionate, show their feelings, and yeah, love you guys. Sorry, had to throw that out there.
Kara, I'm done. So I'm gonna say for me, it's so funny how you said how your parents was lovey-dovey. Mine was the opposite. So I'm not gonna say my mom, yes, and I was in a single parent household. My mom raised me. My father wasn't around. Yes, I do know my father. Was actually around my father for a whole week, but we don't have that type of relationship at all. So really, it was basically everything was my mom. I did have a stepdad. They separated, but even within that, everything was still my mom. She did show love, like, yeah, I love you and all that, but she wasn't lovey-dovey.
She wasn't like, can you give me a kiss?
No.
Nothing
and
like
just the fact it wasn't that deep like that. But by me saying that, I'm lovey-dovey with my kids. I try to show them that affection every morning. I love you. Before when they go to bed, I love you. Throughout the day on the phone, it's a regular phone call. I love you.
Do you think you're like that because your mom wasn't like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's cut through that.
No, but I'm being honest because I just want them to, not saying that my mom doesn't love. I know she loves me. I know that, but I think it's a difference when you always hear it
and then you show it.
Yeah. So I try to, incorporate that with my kids. And when you say as far as being affectionate, why I say some girls, my daughter, when she was a little smaller, yes, she was. But now, and I guess probably because she's in that teenage stage, I don't get it as much as my son. Up to this morning, all on me, kissing me. Mommy, I love you. What do you want? I just love you. I just want to give you a kiss. But it doesn't, but low key inside, it melts my heart.
Of course.
It definitely melts my heart. Like, he's so loving. Outside, he may sometimes be a little tough, but on the inside, he's just the sweetest little thing. And so that's why I say that it's them girls. And I just hope he stays like that.
I hope so.
But she has her moments, though, when she is up underneath me and just laying on me, give me a kiss, give me a hug. And I'm shocked. So sometimes when she died, I'm taken back, like, do you want something? She's like, no. Okay, let me lean back in then, She has her moments, so wait now.
It's the boys. I heard boys love their moms.
They
like,
do.
I'm not saying
do.
girls don't, but I'm just saying.
No, they do. And that's the
saying,
this is a different feeling when you have a boy. And not saying we don't love our daughters. We love them just as much as our sons, but the sons, they kind of make you feel a little bit more special.
Definition of true love.
Yeah. And I feel like that's what it is. You're there, yeah. So, I try to do that. And then, like I said, when it comes to, especially not having a father around, for me, it's tough on certain things that I try to, not even with me, with their dad, I try to incorporate with him because I know what it felt like not to have that.
Gotcha.
I always try to, not pressure him, but be on him, make sure you have to be around your kids all the time.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but as much as you can, no matter what our situation is, just make sure you're there for them.
Kids remember stuff like that.
Kids remember
stuff. They remember stuff like that.
And it affects them as an adult. You get what I'm saying? We may say, certain things, I don't care about this, I don't care, but deep down, we do.
You do.
We do. And I know it has affected me, some of the decisions and choices I've made, because I didn't have a father figure around to guide me on certain things, especially what you need a father for, especially if I didn't want to talk to my mom.
Yeah.
Who am I going to talk to?
You need somebody else.
I didn't have a dad to go run to. When I'm mad at my mom, let me go talk to my daddy. When I'm mad at my dad, let me go talk to my mom.
Yeah. Or even if you want to know, like, about from a guy's perspective.
From a guy's perspective, that's what I'm saying. To just find the way that you should be treated from a guy, or, how he's supposed to cater to you and this and that. You get what I'm saying? Like, just to have that nice father-daughter bond, So that's why I love the bond that my daughter has with her dad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't never change that. Oh, wait, not. So,
I would say, honestly, like, even when you said you not having a dad around to show you how guys supposed to, whatever. I had my dad around. And his only advice when it came to boys? Leave them boys alone. They ain't none of them good.
And I feel like when it comes to that, with a father with their daughter, they're going to always feel that way.
Which is true.
Nobody's going to be good for their baby girl.
And I get that and I respect that. As an adult now, looking back, I would, and this is what I'm going to hopefully instill with my husband, with our daughter, even with our son, but with our daughter. Yes, we may feel like nobody's good enough for your kids, of course. Okay.
Yeah.
However, we know that they're going to get with somebody.
Of course, definitely.
So it's better for us, especially him, to tell her and to show her, well, this is how a guy is supposed to treat you. This is how they're supposed to talk to you.
Yeah.
This is what is not acceptable. This is what is. I wouldn't do your mother like this. And no one should do you like this.
Exactly,
So,
definitely.
like I said, with my dad, his only thing was all them boys are bad. I'm like, but I like, and you know, here I am liking a guy, and my mom knew, but she ain't really saying nothing. And then I kind of want to tell my dad, because me and my dad had a good relationship. And I just brought it up one time, and he shut it down. I'm talking shut it down. And I'm like, okay, never talk to you about that again. And the last time I spoke to him after that situation was when I was dating my husband now. I was like, I want you to meet him. And he was like, for what? I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
you know,
I know you still got some dads like that, but you got the ones that's willing to, because like you said, you know it's gonna happen.
You know it's gonna happen. So is it how you approach it? My dad's biggest thing was if you're still in school. I was in college at the time, and he was like, if you get with somebody, all they're gonna do is distract you from school. Right. And I'm like,
and that's not the
case.
Right.
And when my husband did meet my dad at the time, that was my dad's biggest thing. He was like, she needs to finish school. And once my husband reiterated, like, oh yeah, like most definitely, I don't want to interfere with that. My dad kind of was like, oh, okay, I guess I could talk to you for a second, like, you know. But in your case like that, guys need to know they need to be around their kids, and especially if your daughter has a good relationship with her dad, which is amazing. She's gonna always remember that. So, what else do you think have positively affected the way you raise your kids, like from your childhood, as far as even like, do you make certain things your mom used to make for you, like food wise?
Kids don't like that stuff. Because because I'm from the island, so you know we have a lot of similar food, but then it's different food. So some of the things that I probably like, they don't even want to see. They want the American stuff, but they do eat a lot of island food now. Now it's something that my mama do make. I can't make it. What? But my kids love it. Some pea soup, some red bean soup. My kids love it. They love it. I can't make that. I can't master it like her.
But
now,
are you gonna make it?
Nah, I can't make it for y'all. I can have her make some.
Yeah, you should have. Have her do that and then bring it on the show.
Oh Jesus Christ! It's pigtail in it.
I know exactly what it is.
Love pigtail. Okay, and just make a show. But them kids, they love that. So I mean, they do have their little island taste in them.
And tell your mom to make the dumpling in the chicken.
You know what?
I'm gonna put an order in real quick because her mama make a mean dumpling with the chicken.
But she showed you how to make it.
It ain't the same.
So have mom do that.
She put the extra something in
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Have mom do that and have your sister make her punch.
Because she was supposed to make some at the party. Well, we're so off topic right now.
Okay, focus. My bad. We're back. Okay.
But like I said, with the food wise, no. And I ain't no big cook, child. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I am not a big cook, but we going to survive.
Well, yeah. Oh,
we going to survive.
Go on out there and get that piece of bread and them noodles. Come on, and we're going to make it work. Ms. Ling, how has your childhood affected the way you raised your son, who's now 2?
He is
big boy KJ,
my baby,
the big 2 KJ.
I have to say that my childhood was split, but overall it was a great childhood. My grandparents raised me majority of my childhood, and then I went back to the city, back to New York with my father for a few years as well because he needed to step in. But my grandparents were my biggest supporters in anything I wanted to do. And with them, I lived a pretty privileged life. I got everything I needed, plus a lot of what I wanted. And whatever I wanted to do, they were there. But with my dad, and don't get me wrong, I love my father, but he wasn't the support system I needed, especially when it came to my dreams, my goals, everything I wanted to do. To him, a lot of it was just foolishness, you know, and I wasn't used to that coming from being with my grandparents. Right. Who were like, you want to, be in the art club, go for it. You want to do acting, you want to sing, you want to play sports, do it. With him, it was more so go to school, come home, that's it. You know, so that definitely had an effect on me, and it put a big strain on our relationship as well. And with my son, I want him to know the sky's the limit. Whatever you want to do, you do it.
Definitely.
Me and your father are behind you 100% because children need that. They need to know that you're in their corner.
Yeah. Right.
You know, that you're there to cheer them on whether they win or lose.
Right. And that's something I always tell my kids. Me and the dad actually told me, like, at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. We're not perfect, but I always tell my kids, I want you to be better than me.
Absolutely.
You know?
I like the way you just said me and the dad.
The dad and I.
The dad. Like, yeah, me and the dad. Not their dad. Not the dad.
Well, me and their dad.
Me and the dad. Okay.
Their father. She know what I meant. Right. Stop it.
Because I call Walmart the Walmart. So
you know what? But she look, you guys understood what I was saying. Their dad. But yeah. But we've had that conversation with them.
That's true. You want your kids to be better.
Of course. I told them anything they want to do it. Like,
why not? Because you don't want to regret it. And they don't understand that. They don't understand that now.
Exactly. Even like you guys say about your parents supporting you, my mom always supported me, especially when I decided to go back to school. She's like, do it.
Yeah.
It was tough. And I was like, but Ma is a strain on you too, you know, with the kids and such. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Do it, you know, and that's one thing, you know, I'm grateful for. And even with my kids, I push them, whatever you want to do. And don't let nobody tell you that you can't. That you can. You can do whatever you want to do. Be whatever you want to be.
Exactly.
As long as you put your heart and soul into it, you want to do it. Go for it.
You know, and I miss them because, you know, they're no longer with me, but that stayed with me. You know, that I always had them no matter what. So, like I said, I plan to instill those values in my son too.
Right.
Live your life, do what you want.
Right.
We are in your corner.
Exactly.
I'm with you. I'm definitely
right.
Even now with my son, even with the little sports you want to do, like, go ahead, do it. You know, our only rule is that whatever you start, you just got to finish it out. But yeah, right now he told us recently he is going to be a newspaper thrower. I guess.
Okay.
Okay. He's going to be a newspaper thrower, and then he's also going to play in the basketball league.
Okay.
Because he wants to be with John Morant and Gilius.
Okay.
Out of Matacucho, whatever.
Let that
I know that's
dream.
right.
So yeah,
dream.
I'm telling you, we finna have some superstars, right?
And then he's gonna be a turtle hunter.
A what?
A turtle hunter.
And that's
I said, you know what, boo? Do you?
That's new.
Because I'm gonna be right there with the net.
Right. Like, that's my baby collecting them turtles.
I mean, you already have a grand turtle.
I do have a turtle. I do have a grand turtle. He has a turtle named John Morant. Well, the turtle name was Bobo, and now the turtle name is John Morant. But anything he says, we never discourage it. Because why? Because, you know, and I think we see it now because we're adults and we're a parent. You see how much your parents being there or not being there, it affects you.
Yeah.
No matter how you, no matter how you flip that. I miss both my parents. My parents are no longer with us. I know my mom was a hard worker. Like, she didn't miss work. She go through it. Not saying, I mean, I got a lot of that from her. I don't miss her. I don't call out anything like that. But then I realized that may not be a positive thing all the time. When I say that, meaning, not saying to call out, we're not condoning that, but use your PTO. My mom, I'm pretty sure, and I don't think I'm exaggerating. I'm pretty sure my mom probably passed away with like all her PTO for the year.
You know what?
Like, legit.
Yeah.
Because she's like, well, no, in order to get ahead, you have to be on time, which I'm not. But you have to be...
It's a story for another day.
You have to be to work every day. You have to do your best every day, and blah, blah, blah. Which I get it. I respect it. But I see the gray area in that. Because you didn't live during those times as well. So I want my kids to always know, you work hard, you play hard. Yeah. But you know you reap the benefits of your hard work.
You have to enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Of course.
And I think we're more realizing that now than they did, you know, a few years back. It's just... Yeah, you got to take that time for yourself.
Yeah, you have
to.
You don't want to feel like you're living just to work. What kind of life is that?
It's not life.
It's not life. You have to take your time.
And you want your kids to, you know, because I know like every Friday my son has a spelling test. So throughout the week, when I pick him up from school, we're going over the words in the car. He's like, Mom. And I'm like, because I said, once you pass this test, then we can celebrate all you want to.
Right.
And come Friday, like last Friday, he passed his test and he was like so excited. Like, he got a sticker and all this. And then he was like, oh, Mama, this is what I want for dinner time. And I want to sleep on the couch, because that's his like highlight of his weekend. He wants to sleep on the couch, not in his bed. and I want to do this, and I'm like, because you worked hard.
Yeah, you can do it.
You can do that, and I want him to understand that, and I think that's one big thing that got instilled. You know,
you can have anything you want. You just have to work for it.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can have it.
You can have it. Yeah,
you can have it. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What is something that you would not like growing up? What is something that you would not want to put forward into your kids, as far as what's something that was negative growing up that you do not want to implement in raising your children?
Well, I did mention the whole thing about not being supportive of what they want to do. But then another thing is that my biological mother, she didn't want me. So that's why my grandparents raised me. And like no hate or animosity towards her. Like I don't care because my parents were there. My grandparents were my parents.
Right.
They were all I needed. So I always told myself when I had kids that I would never be what she was to me to them.
Gotcha. It makes sense. Yeah. You always want them to feel. You want your kids to feel loved, needed, and appreciated. Okay, I get that. What about you, Lex?
I think over here, something negative.
Well, while you're thinking,
yeah, you can go ahead.
Something negative that I would honestly, the only thing I could really like genuinely think of is not just the substance abuse thing. The whole like whether it be drugs or alcohol.
Yeah.
Don't get addicted to stuff like that because because some people react different to it. My dad was a happy-go-lucky drunk, but not most people are like that. Some people could turn into violent or whatever, or it's just a negative effect. So if anything, I would stay away from people like that. Don't get involved with people like that if you can help it.
Right.
Yeah. Did you end up cleaning up the mess? Because we end up cleaning up a lot of my dad's mess. Like, a lot of my dad's mess. And honestly, I actually thought that would have been my dad's killer. And it wasn't. Like, drink every day.
Yeah,
it was
like,
and died of a seizure. Which is like, I mean, death is death, no matter how you look at it.
But we get what you're saying.
What?
Yeah, no, we understand where you're coming from.
It's kind of like the guy, the crocodile hunter.
Yeah.
Irwin, he died of a wasp thing.
Yeah, you would think it would be from a crocodile, but it would. So, that's what I'm saying. We get what you're saying.
You know, so.
For me, can't find it.
I mean, if anything.
I mean, hey,
I'm not saying it was perfect, but I don't think it was bad where it was anything that was just negative.
Hey,
and that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
We'll take it. So I guess our moral of our story is the way you grew up does affect the way you raise your kids if you have children. And even I think honestly, even if you don't have children, the way you treat other people's kids too, in a sense, to a certain degree.
Right.
I know.
Yeah, right. Because before I had my kids, my nephews was my babies.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was my babies. So yeah.
And I know for me, like I'm a lovey-dovey person. So with like my friends' kids, I'll always hug your kids because, well, if your kid let me hug him,
first of all,
he hit and miss when he ready.
Well, he let my babies hold him today. Both of them.
I saw them when I came to the door. I said,
no.
Listen,
he let the boy hold him and he let the girl hold him.
Whoa.
So I was shocked.
And he gave Lex kisses too. He's making progress.
He's making progress.
Okay.
He's making
I need to
progress.
talk to him. I need to go talk to him.
I think you should talk to his manager. That's me.
No, I don't need to talk to you.
I need
to talk to the client.
The client can't talk.
Hey,
not yet, right?
But he can hug. He can hug.
Look at him.
Look at him. Look at him over there kissing the floor. Doing 2-year-old stuff. What are you doing?
What?
Licking the wood.
My baby alone.
No, but so we'll say, and we do appreciate our listener for that question. She sent us that email, that topic in our email.
Right. I hope we answer it.
We hope
how you want us to answer.
We hope we answer that to your liking. And, for those who have a topic for us, definitely send us an email. You already know, GLMTY22@gmail.com. We love getting our our listeners to send us topics because it gives us something to talk about, and you guys want to hear it for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely appreciate that, and we see that the way we grew up affects our children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. No matter if it was good or bad, it's gonna affect either way.
So we already know the sky's the limit for our kids. We want the best for them. We want them to be better than what we are and were.
Yeah.
Even growing up.
Mm-hmm.
You want to provide them a better lifestyle, which I will say we are providing them with a better lifestyle than when we grew up. Because
I can say that.
Did you have an iPhone
no.
at this age?
No,
you didn't.
Not even that. iPhone, the damn shoes, all them shoes. Girl.
Let me tell you something.
And when I say girl, it's the girl for me. It's the girl.
My son has a Nintendo Switch.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, who buying that? Nana. Okay, thank you, Nana. We appreciate it.
Yeah, but my baby had his too. Broke it, but he had one.
Did y'all have a flat screen TV?
I did not. Let me tell you something. I ain't
Be quietly. I'm trying to hit her.
Well, she did say she got everything she wanted, so she did.
You had a flat screen back then?
She must have did.
No, I didn't have a flat screen, but I did get the Super Nintendo when it came out.
Okay.
When it first came out,
we got the Nintendo too.
Yeah.
But
she got it when it first came out.
I got it a few months after it came out.
Exactly. So she got it when it
But if it came out in January, I probably got it
by like summer.
By
the end of the year, December.
I got it for November. That's my birthday.
Hey, as long as you got it.
I got it right that year.
I wasn't a game person, so that was more my brother. Mm-hmm. So I just played the game with him.
But if you think about the stuff that your kids have now, what is one thing? Just name one item your kid has now that you never had that was available back then.
That was available
because if it wasn't available, you couldn't have it.
Right.
But what is something that your children have now that you did not have growing up?
Pair of Jordans.
Boom. There you have it.
Jordans. Cause
I can say that.
Yeah, cause I didn't. Cause Jordan was around and I didn't have any. Probably got some Nikes, but not no Jordans.
Right.
And I probably had maybe like, you know how it was, you get one black, one white.
Yep. And one
okay.
Yep. We had
one black, one white. It wasn't no multiple different colors. And
classic Reeboks.
Classic Reebok classes when it was 2 for $79.
Okay.
You get your white pair, your black pair, or the white and blue and the black and red.
Yep.
That's what I got. And like I said, I got I got everything I need.
Mm-hmm. I got
everything I needed and couple what I want. And I ain't stealing my kids too. I'm like, if I can go to the store and you want something, but I know you need this, I'm going to get your need first before I get your want.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get your want, but if it's a no, it's a no.
Yeah.
And one thing I can say I appreciate, they understand.
Yeah.
They totally understand. And that's one thing I love about them. The girl especially. I always say the girl. I'm sorry, y'all. My baby girl.
Like the box.
I got that from the movie Bird Box. I'm like boy and girl. So I call them boy and girl.
She loves her girl. Don't get it.
Oh, that's my baby. Mm-hmm. That's my firstborn. That's the one that been with me from the jump.
One that made you your mama.
That's the one that made me a mama. But that's the one that see me went through whatever it was I went through. That was by my side. And that's an expensive one though. Jesus Christ. That's expensive, but she is so understanding, and it blows my mind.
Which is good.
You know, the boy, he's still younger. He still has low moments, but he's a child still. I can't expect too much, but he understands still.
Yeah.
You know, so they get it. So, and they know mommy got them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I think a few things that my son has that I didn't have that was accessible. Like the whole theme, like your room is a particular theme. Like down to the sheet.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, bro.
Yeah.
The boy's 5, and I don't know who I think I am. Martha Stewart around here. But every year, even from his baby shower, we changed his room every year to whatever theme he was into. Who am I? What?
You love him.
I do. And I know my parents love me, but let me tell you something. Me and my sister shared a room. We had our decor was clowns.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like it was clowns. And you know how long it was clowns for? Okay. It was clowns for until when we didn't want clowns anymore, it just wasn't nothing.
Right.
It was just a room. Like it was all right, you got a white wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
My son done had Orlando Magic room. He done had a PJ Masks room. A Peppa Pig room. We done had a wrestling room. We got Super Mario right now. And we're gonna change it. And I'm talking like.
And you said you're gonna change it. See,
his birthday next month. And I'm talking like the sheet set, the wall mural. Remember what's the face came and did the wall mural.
Mm-hmm.
We had a Mickey Mouse room. I'm talking with name plastered across. Who am I?
You are a loving mother.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
These kids are living their best
What?
life.
And they don't even realize it.
They don't.
They don't even realize
They
it.
do not. These
that's their
kids are.
expectation.
I say something. My kids are spoiled. I know they are.
My son got like 14
They're
pairs of
spoiled.
shoes. Where you going? Where do you go outside of school?
They're spoiled. They don't realize it for real.
It also feels good to be able to give them things.
No, it
especially
does.
if they work hard for it.
It does.
Yeah,
You know?
it does. It makes you
It
be
does.
like, okay.
Yeah.
So, child.
And that's why we working, right? For them.
Exactly.
Oh, Lord. The joy.
So that's why when I tell them I need a break, I need a break.
And you
The
deserve
joys
it.
of parenthood.
You know, the joys of parenthood.
All right, lady. But that was really good. That was, ooh. Well, again, we thank Ms. Shanika for sending that topic over. And again, you guys want to send us any topics, send it to our email at glmty22@gmail.com. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We'll be back with our drink of the week. Y'all stay tuned.
My name is Brianna, and I am the CEO owner of Omni Consulting. So what I do with my business is family law, but I am not a lawyer because you don't need a lawyer to do the things that I assist with. So I assist people to get divorced, name changes, legal guardianship, step parent adoption, anything related to family law is what I assist with. My bread and butter, though, comes from helping mainly men because they are the ones who are less educated about the legal system or they stray away from it. So I help them to establish time sharing and parental rights of their children. If they're on child support, I help them to lower it to a significantly low amount than what they probably already pay. It warms my heart to look on my timeline and see my clients with pictures of their kids. So my phone number is 407-520-4614. I have 3 offices, one in Altamont, one in Jacksonville, and one in Ponte Vedra. Text me, call me. Please be mindful. I'm also on Facebook. The business is Omni Consulting LLC. We're in it together because I really do know the law. And I can educate you on the process to the point where you can make decisions about your case, and I just guide you through the process.
All right, so we are back with our drink of the week.
What you got for us?
All right, so you know I make all the drinks that correspond with our main topic. And since we were talking about raising our kids and stuff like that, this drink is called Because I Said So Mimosa.
Okay.
Okay,
Isn't that a parent's favorite?
that's a
phrase?
parent's favorite quote.
Why not? Because I said so. But
Yep.
I said so.
And it is a regular classic mimosa, which we all love, you know, especially bottomless. Mimosa styles are my favorite.
We know.
We love those. Yeah. So don't forget to be 21 and up and drink responsibly. And so, okay, so with your classic Because I Said So mimosa, you want to bring out your champagne glasses.
Okay.
And it's really just champagne and juice, particularly orange juice and champagne. I personally like cranberry.
Yeah.
So,
I
you know,
think
I put
cranberry.
cranberry juice in
Yeah.
champagne. Y'all already know how I feel about that.
Ooh.
So get any champagne of choice. I like the Corbel champagne, but I like the sweet Corbel because they have like the brut. I hate brut. I hate dry champagne.
Yeah.
I cannot stand it. Just to me, it tastes like beer. Like I don't like it. So I like a sweet champagne. You want to fill it up to your liking, fill your glass up. And typically with mimosas, you want the glass to be chilled already. You want it to already be cold. So you can put in the freezer prior, and then you know, get your champagne out. You want to fill up your glass, and you want to put a splash of orange juice without the pulp. Or you can do cranberry juice. And if you want to make it fancy, you just top it off with a little strawberry on the side of the glass.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd be all fancy. And the key to this, Because I Said So mimosa, is that you have to drink it with other mothers.
I would think so, yes.
Because I said so.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
So champagne of your choice. Make sure the glass is chilled. And put a splash of orange juice, but no pulp. Or for us, we like cranberry juice. So we put cranberry juice, regular classic cranberry juice. And we drink it with our other parents.
Right. So we can talk about them kids.
Yep.
Talk about them people kids. That's what we do. Don't forget to, again, be 21 and up. Drink responsibly. And that is your drink of the week of the Because I Said So.
Because I said so.
I love it,
All
love it,
right.
love it. So we definitely, as usual, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. It was an amazing show.
Yeah.
If you have any questions for us, again, send us an email. Follow us on, where we at? Instagram. Think about it.
Facebook,
TikTok, YouTube, on Spotify,
yeah.
Apple Music. We up on there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and like, subscribe, send us an email. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time.
Peace.